Okay, so
hello, my friends. Happy Friday. Welcome to episode 131 of Why Did I Buy This? My name is Lindsay, and this is Cindy.
Hello.
Today's a special day. I am in Hawaii right now, so it's actually only 9 o'clock here, and I've only had one cup of coffee. So really, you don't even know what you're in for. But Cindy and I wanted to come live and show some of the fun projects we've been working on here. So, hi, Christine. So please tell us where you're tuning in from. Say hi in the comments. It's always a pleasure to see you. If you're watching the replay, you can let us know that too. And hi, Sharon. Yeah, it's always great to see you, especially on a Friday, and especially when we have guests with me. I want to say guests in the studio, but this is not my studio. I'm in Cindy's studio. I'm the guest. Hello from Winnipeg. Oh, okay, is it cold there? My husband told me it's like in the minus 30s in Edmonton, so it was a good week to be away. I'm guessing you guys might be getting the cold too. It is not minus 30 here. It's like my perfect Hawaii weather, which is kind of overcast and windy and a little bit rainy.
It's a little cool.
Yeah, Cindy's finding it cold, but as you can see, I'm dressed for summer, and I'm surprised you don't have a jacket on. So, a little background. Cindy and I have known each other. We met through Stampin' Up, and we have known each other at least 15 years. Yeah, at least. And have become really great friends over the years, and our husbands have also become great friends. We call them the boyfriends because they just love to hang out together. And so as often as we can get together for a Canadian and a Hawaiian, we try to do that. So it is always a pleasure, even though I'm only here for 4 days. So
yeah, that was a quick visit.
in fact, I leave tonight, which is super sad. But we'll get to see each other again in May when we go on the Stampin' Up! Incentive trip together. For those of you who don't know, as a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, you have the opportunity to earn incentive trips, but they are a really difficult thing to do. Less than, a bazillion people earn it. There's something I'm supposed to say here, 0.0001% or something like that, which means we're pretty good at our jobs, yeah? No. Yeah, well, no.
Sometimes.
Not right now. Okay, so let's get started. Thanks for saying hi. Oh, it's so good. Yeah, Christine, right? It's cold. So today we are working with a very cool stamp set. This is called the Taco Fiesta stamp set. This is probably one of my favorites in the new mini catalog. What I love about it is, first of all, it was designed by one of our $1 Million Achievers. So Erica Serwin is a friend we've known through the years, and she helped to design this beautiful stamp set. Hi, Elaine. That's Elaine.
Hi, Elaine.
How are you?
Oh, yes.
Guess who I'm
I wish we had some fudge right
I know. Seriously. My husband put your daughter's fudge in my stocking. I just wanted to let you know that. Anyway, sidebar. So this stamp set is super cute because not only does it have these adorable illustrations, but it has these really, really fun faces, so you can anthropomorphize all of these cute little taco things. So, and Cindy's having a stamp camp tomorrow, and so we were working on some projects to for her display board. So we thought we'd share with you some of the things that we created. Are you guys ready? Yes. Oh, yeah, we did enjoy the fudge. Thank you, Elaine. It was so good while we were hiking.
Yes.
Okay, let's get started. So Cindy's setup's a little different from mine, so I'm going to do the awkward transition.
Might be extra awkward today.
Try not to have you look up our noses. Okay, are you ready? So we'll bring it in like this, and then go like this, and then go like this. Okay, no, that's not right. Now I need to go like this. Okay.
There you go.
How's that?
Okay, I don't know why it's not showing live here.
Okay. I think I need to bring it this way though. There we go. Okay. We are professionals. So you guys can see okay? Perfect. Wait. What if I turn it like this? Is that better? Is this more right side up? No, now it's upside down. You guys are like, what is happening? I'm so sorry. Okay, I think this is good. just refresh my page and maybe it'll show. We're trying to see it on Cindy's phone to make sure that we're not like making you guys jump or anything. Okay, so let's get started. So the first project I'm going to do,
Here we go.
it brings in
No,
this,
you can see.
it's like a little bit delayed, so.
Okay.
It is upside down. Right?
Yes, it is upside down.
Okay, if I turn it like this.
Yeah, let's see now. There we go. There we go. Keep turning.
Aha,
There we
yes.
go.
Okay.
Oh, beautiful.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so the first project we're gonna show uses the piñata. And the piñata is such a cute little stamp. I'm going to bring in a piece of the basic white cardstock and stamp that in Memento. So Memento is our dye-based ink, and it's perfect for our blends because we are gonna do a little bit of coloring here. So for the blends, I've got a few really fun festive colors. We're using the Light Sweet Sorbet, the Daffodil Delight, Old Olive, Pool Party, duh, of course. We've got Light, Poppy Parade, yeah, Fleur de Flamingo. Okay, so we're gonna do, I actually used a project that Cindy had created. And for those of you who are attending her stamp camp, I'm not gonna ruin the surprise for you, but there's some really cute projects coming your way. I'm using the Sweet Sorbet here to add a bit of color to the little saddle on the piñata here. And if you noticed when we were talking in the beginning, there's a really cute piñata behind us. You'll have to go back and check that out. Oh, Cindy's gonna bring it in for me while I'm coloring here. So cute, right? So, and actually this piñata was some of the inspiration for this card. So that's kind of a fun fact. I'm gonna add a little bit of green to the tail, and we're gonna add in some Pool Party now to the little tags that are here, just like that. We're gonna leave the piñata white, and I'm trying to think of what else here. Fleur de Flamingo. Like that. And then Pool Party. Okay. Then we're gonna add a little bit of color here, like that. So you can see we've got this really, really cute piñata. And now we're gonna just fussy cut that out. So I'm gonna let Cindy fussy cut while I move on to the next. This is awesome.
I know, I love
need
this.
a second pair of hands when I'm doing videos. Okay, so while she's doing that, I'm going to bring in what I was saying, the inspiration from the piñata. So, oh, I need scissors though, and I just handed you my scissors.
Here, go ahead. I have more.
Okay, we're going to take strips of the coordinating cardstock, and we're going to use that and make really fine little cuts into the paper. So I think you can see where I'm going with this, right? So we're gonna just go ahead and make this little fringe cut. So cool. Just like that. As a reminder for those of you who are watching, the best compliment you can give me is to share this video. So now's a good time to hit the share button and invite your friends to join in and watch the live. So here we go, we're making this fringe just like that. Okay, so there we've got one. We're gonna repeat that now with our Old Olive. So again, I'm gonna try and do this fast and not cut myself. That's the challenge, especially with 1 cup of coffee. Cindy's like, what? Yeah, usually there's 2 involved with filming videos.
Well, by noon, but it's only 9 o'clock here.
That's right, yeah. The time change. It's funny because we do, what do you call it?
Daylight savings.
Daylight savings, but they don't do that in Hawaii. So sometimes we're 4 hours apart and sometimes we're 3. And this is one of those times when we're 3. Okay, we're gonna keep going. Just like that. This is kind of therapeutic, actually. If you're having a day, you just come in and cut a bunch of fringy paper and you feel better. If you want to throw some candy at yourself, you could hit things too. That also is therapeutic.
I'm ready to hit a few things.
Uh-oh. Okay, so here we go. So we've got this beautiful fringe layer that we've created, and we're gonna layer that just like that. So this, you could use your multi-purpose glue for that. You could use tear and tape, but you're just going to go ahead and create those little strips, just like that. Okay, next, I'm bringing in a piece of the Designer Series paper, and this is from the set. Do you remember what this is called?
I think that's a Country Floral Designer Series paper.
It's beautiful. It's the one that has the hearts that matches the punch, but it has really beautiful designs on the other side. And what I'm going to do is bring in the coordinating Sweet Sorbet ink, and we're going to use the little confetti pieces and add a little bit of stamping over the Designer Series paper, just like that. No, I'm happy with that, just like that. Okay, so now Cindy has my little piñata all ready to go, and you can see we're going to add this little fringe to the bottom. And then the final piece I wanted to share with you is this. So I'm going to bring back in a scrap piece of paper, and here we've got the greeting set, and it says, "Holy guacamole, it's your birthday." But this has nothing to do with guacamole, so I just want the "it's your birthday" part of it. So I'm going to bring in a black Stampin' Write marker. We're going to use the brush end, and I'm just going to go over top of the "it's your birthday" section, like so. Okay, and then
No, I might have used that.
What? Oh, I cleaned it before.
Okay.
Yeah. So now you're getting the "it's your birthday." So then you're just going to cut out that strip, and let's skip ahead now to the next part and show you the finished project. Are you ready? All right, here we go. So here we've got this really, really cute card. So you can see the fringe, and it's like all of the little piñata kind of fringe. There's the "it's your birthday." Here you can see is our fussy cut little piñata. And it just makes for a really texturized, fun, interactive type card. Do you like it? Give me some hearts if you do. Okay, we're gonna move on to, I wanted to show you a couple of cards that I made. I'm not gonna show you how to make these ones, but I'm gonna move on to the PYP pretty soon. So this one here was a swap that I did with some fellow Canadian demonstrators. And this is using our little cactus. And what I wanted to point out is how I colored the face. So I'm not sure if you can see it, but I just, whenever there's a face, and because you can have all of these different stamps to add the faces to it, you can add faces to basically anything, even outside of the stamp set. But I like to add a darker nose area, so the bridge looks like it's darker and the eyes are lighter. And that just kind of gives a little bit of texture to the card so that it doesn't feel so flat. And here you can see is the Conversation Bubbles, which is another one of my favorites. Okay, and then this one was one that I made in a class. We did a Valentine class back in Edmonton. This was one of my pop-up classes, and this one just says spectacular. And here you can see we've colored the little taco and added some of the hearts with the embossing folder. Okay, I'm going to move on to the PYP, and then I'm going to have Cindy share some of her fabulous cards. So this one here, oh my gosh, you guys, this was inspired by a project I did with my club this month. We were working on some of the cards that move. That was kind of our theme. So I've already done some of the prep work for us. So this piece of paper here is cut 5.5 by 8. So we've cut off the last ½ inch that we normally have in a standard size card. And then we're going to score it at 1 inch, 2 inches, and 5 inches. So using your simply scored board. So now I'm going to use my bone folder, and we're going to just fold those into place, just like that. And that's going to create kind of a stair-step look. Now the other piece of this is 3 inches by 6 inches, and you're going to score it at 2 inches. So we're just going to fold that score line there, like so. Okay, I'm going to bring in a piece of grid paper. So to create the background on this, we're going to do some stamping. And the stamping is done with these cute little nacho chips. And I didn't grab my pool party ink pad. But what we're going to do is stamp these in Pool Party so that we've got tone on tone. You could also use a Versamark pad for this. And we're going to create just a little bit of our own kind of designer series paper. So we're just gonna sort of turn our stamp so you get a different look every time. And stamp off the edge of the page so it looks like you've cut it from a larger piece that has that same design. And we're just gonna kind of fill it in. This is going to be filled in the center, so I'm not too worried about that. And then you can bring in the cute little baby blending brush. So this is a new product to our mini catalog. It comes in a set of 3, and it's perfect for adding just a little bit of shading and blending to your project. So I'm gonna go over top of the paper, just like that. And add a little bit of shadow. It kind of gives me the feeling of, you know, when you're eating nacho chips and you've got like the messy fingers, it kind of has that same sort of feeling to me. Okay, so there's our chips in the background. Now I'm going to add just a little bit of detail, and you guys know I probably had a little bit of a technical difficulties. I had a little bit of a heartbreak when the Stampin' Chalk marker retired. So if you're like me and still have some of these in your collection, then you can use those to add a little bit of sort of these white dots in the background. Again, just some more texture. Now, if you don't have this, what you can do is use your chalk, not your chalk, your white craft ink, and you can use a blender pen. Okay, so that's the first part of it. Now let's bring in a stitched rectangle background. So I'm going to ask Cindy to clean the nacho chips for me. And in the meantime, I'm going to bring in the big nacho chips. So there's 2 sizes. There's a little one and a big one. So the little ones, we're gonna stamp in Memento, and we're gonna add some in the background here and some over here, like that. And then this one on a separate piece of paper, we're gonna stamp our nacho chip and add a little face. Okay, so this is where it gets so cute, right? So there you've got the adorable little face. I don't know how well you guys can see that, but I'll just hold that up for you.
So cute.
It's so cute. Okay, so now we're gonna add some color. So I'm gonna let Cindy do the coloring of our nacho chips here. So I'm gonna hand over my So Saffron.
Okay.
And I'm going to bring in just a little piece of this paper here. How many of you still have the pennant die or pennant punch? So if you don't have this, you could do this with scissors, or you could do it with a star die. But Cindy had this in her collection. So since this is Why Did I Buy This, and you might still have it in your collection, we're gonna use a retired product. So this is going to become our nacho chips little party hat. So it's gonna go on just like that. Okay, the next step is we need some guacamole. So this one is going to use the holy guacamole part of the stamp. So this one, we're going to stamp our guacamole and we're going to stick that there. So again, I'm going to let Cindy do the coloring on that.
Do you need an extra chip? Do you want to layer an extra chip on there too?
Oh, that's okay, not for this. Not for the purposes of this video.
Okay.
So now I'm going to just use my dimensionals.
These little ones.
And we're gonna pop that up. Okay, are you ready? We're about to blow your mind. Okay.
You want me to fussy cut this guy?
Sure. Okay. Here we go. So this is gonna go onto your little strip, your 3x6 strip, just like that.
Sorry, it looks like I took a bite out of this chip.
That's okay. So Cindy is got my little party chip here. So we're gonna add this one here to the background. But before I stick it down, I'm gonna bring in that Stampin' Right marker again. So this time, we're just gonna kind of eyeball what we need, and I'm going to add arms, and I'm gonna add legs.
Good idea.
Thank you. So you don't have to be an artist for this. This is like stick drawing 101. So we're just adding little fingers, and they've got little feet. So this is now going to stick onto the project like that. Okay, see what I mean?
I don't know why I'm nervous fussy cutting for you. I'm like...
Oh, I am a stickler for fussy cutting. I'm not. I really am not. What did I do with his little hat? I've already lost things. Okay, that's okay. So now let me show you the mechanism for how this project becomes a pop-up card. So I would prefer tear and tape.
Okay.
Yes. Thank you.
There you go.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so we're going to stick in our guacamole.
You made the hat with this, right?
Yeah.
You need another one?
Sure. Okay, so this is the little guacamole here. So it looks like all the friends are at the party. Do you see it? And then we're going to add tear and tape to the back of this mechanism. There's your hat. Thank you. So good.
Thank you, I know.
I think Cindy should be a guest every week
I
on
wish
Why Did
I
I
could
Buy?
be.
What do you guys think? Should we invite her?
Yes.
Okay, and I'm going to use my scissors to pop off this strip. So
You know, you could also extend another week, and we could do it again next week.
this is a conversation we have often, and somehow I haven't been able to convince my husband yet that that's a good idea. Okay, so I brought it in like 1/4 inch from that side and maybe 1/8 of an inch up from that. Fold your card closed. Then we're going to flip it over, pull off the tape, and then just flap that closed. And when you do that, this is the look that you get. So this card design was inspired by, like the pop-up, was inspired by Jerry Papp, who's a demonstrator on my team, and she sent me a swap card that I just thought was fabulous. Okay, so here we've got our little party hat for our chip. So I'm gonna use just a bit of this glue. We're gonna add that onto our chip's delightful party face. Okay, like that. It's so cute. And then the same thing that we did for the hat, we're gonna do for the decorative design in the background. So let me show you what that looks like. Okay, so I'm just gonna swap out for the PYP card. Are you ready? So here we go. So I just used that same pennant die, and I think we might even have dies that have pennants, or you could use, like I said, a star. You could just trim off the ends of it. And there we've got our very, very cute party guacamole. So, and then the card stands up like that. So the card that I made with my club looked like this. So this is the, done with the, I always forget what this die set is called, but it's the pirate set to me. It's like oceans of something. But again, it stands like that. And the paper in the background is free with a $60 order. So just a reminder, February 28th is the last day for Celebration Rewards. So in Canada, with every $60 before your shipping and tax, you'll receive a level 1 reward. And it's for every $60. So if you place a $120 order, you get 2 items. We have designer series paper, stamp sets, punches, you name it, it's there. It's really a wonderful time to get things off of your wish list. So now is a very good time to order. And I have a class that I send in the mail for free with a $60 order. So it's a little bonus from me to you. Okay, I'm going to turn it over to Cindy, who's going to just share with us some of the cards that she has worked on for her display with the wonderful Taco Fiestas. Fiasco?
Fiasco? What a fiasco.
This is kind of a fiasco.
It's been a fiasco.
So I'm going to let Cindy show you her projects that she created for her display board here. So let me get my things out of the way.
Okay, well, first of all, these are like hot off the press because I've been unable to stamp for the past month and a half or so. And so, Lindsay, that card, your PYP card, really inspired me.
Oh,
so, this is a card I made today. Is this about right here? And so this is where I've cased that same idea. The only difference is my party hat is a chip, but I added a little string wrapped around the little bowl, molcajete, that has our guac. Do you get it?
Oh,
Did I do that good? Did you see it?
So cute. I'm going to hold it up just a bit so
Okay.
you guys can see the detail on that because it is so stinking cute. So like that's the, the elastic for the for the party hat.
And then also I really felt like this stripes and splatter background.
Oh yeah.
Also
wait, I'm like way out of the frame. Sorry, dudes.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
I feel like that worked really well to create a guacamole background.
Yeah. Oh, so cute.
I think this is hot off the press. I think it would be cute to even maybe add a couple more chips and make them 3D. But okay, so that's card number 1.
I love it.
Second one, because you are not nacho, you are nacho average friend.
I am sure not.
So this one here, I decided to do a little spicy Dorito nacho chip there. So I colored it. I blended together some of the Daffodil Delight, but also some of the poppy color and made a red chip with a hat. And then I also love these new embellishments. So at the Stamp Camp tomorrow, I'm not showing those projects right now, but one of the products that's included in our Stamp Camp is these little tiny new floral embellishments. They look like this. They're called the Loose Daisy embellishments, and they come in white and yellow, and they're really, really cute. So I've added that little one there.
And your attendees are lucky because I think we're sold out of those. So the fact that you're getting them is a huge, huge gift.
Okay, and then my favorite card, and also makes me hungry because we haven't eaten breakfast yet.
And it's that early.
Is this one here. And so this is my avocado toast card. So, and I just used this that comes in the set. It could be a lemon or a lime that would go with these images, but I made it into a tomato. And even with the texture, I was able to stamp the face. And I just took a scrap piece of paper and embossed that splatter and then just kind of fussy cut around. Now the toast, I was trying to think what I could use for toast, and one of my favorite new die sets are the Something Fancy dies.
Oh,
and so,
that's brilliant.
Yeah, so I just took and did that, but then I just cropped it straight across. And then I just, actually it's just I did a white piece of thick cardstock, and then I just used my Stamp and Blend marker just to highlight around the edge.
Oh my gosh, that is so smart.
And then use my blending brush a little bit to make it look like a piece of toast. And so anyway.
So let's bring our projects in one more time so we can show you all of the finished pieces. We've got our little piñata card. We have our cute chippy chip card. We have the guacamole. This is so cute. And then this one and this one.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you're thinking to yourself, Lindsay, why don't I have this product? You can head to my online store. Again, February is a great time to shop. You're going to want to have get your order to that $60 mark so that you can get your own celebration rewards and take advantage of such a great deal that only comes around once a year. So my friends, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you, Cindy, for being a guest in your own studio.
My pleasure. I hope we can do it again.
And thanks, friends. I miss you. I love you. And have an amazing weekend. Bye for now.